Butterfly wandered beyond the garden, past the flowers that knew its name, into a world too vast, too cold, for wings made of dreams. She danced beneath the morning light, a fragile sight, painting colors through the air without a care. The world was golden from her eyes, endless skies, but every paradise can fade into a shade. She chased the sun beyond the hill, against the will of winds that whispered soft and low, don't let go. Lost butterfly, where are you flying tonight? Out of sight. Every color from your wings still softly sings. Lost butterfly, drifting through the storm alone, far from home. And even when the hurricanes fight, you still try. The clouds grew darker overhead, filled with dread. The petals closed one by one, away from the sun. She searched for fields she used to know long ago. But every path became unclear, consumed by fear. The stars appear without a guide, nowhere to hide. And every dream she tried to hold turned cold. Lost butterfly, where are you flying tonight? Out of sight. Every color from your wings still softly sings. Lost butterfly, drifting through the storm alone, far from home. And even when the heavens cry, you still try. Then came the night, the thunder roared, tearing open every door. Her wings were torn by winds of fate, yet she refused to break. She felt her darkness through the rain, carrying beauty through the pain. Lost butterfly, now I see your light above, made of love. Every scar on your wings, they just gone about again. Disappeared, you persevered, you persevere. And even when the world said die, you learned to fly. A butterfly wandered beyond the garden. The city sleeps beyond the window. Street lights blur through falling rain, and somewhere between midnight and sunrise, a heart breaks where nobody can hear it. The room is dark except for blue, the light from you. A photograph upon my screen, like a dream. The silence echoes through the walls as darkness calls, and every shadow knows my name and all my pain. I said I'd be okay somehow, but not right now. The tears I hide throughout the day find their way. I'm crying alone tonight beneath the moonlit sky, asking why. Every memory cut so deep, I cannot sleep. Crying over nobody can see what's left of me. And even when the morning comes, the hurting runs. The clock keeps moving without care through empty air, while every second feels like years filled with tears. Your voice still lingers in my mind, a ghost in time. And every promise that we made slowly fades. I thought that time would ease the pain like it has been. I thought that time would ease the pain like summer rain. But I've been crying alone tonight beneath the morning sky, asking why. Every memory cut so deep, I cannot sleep. Crying over nobody can see what's left of me. Laughter erupts inside my chest, violence shattering beneath the weighted by. I bear the pain, cry alone, yet somewhere in the dark, a tiny spark, time stopped the moment you left. I'm crying sleeps beyond the windows, the rain has almost disappeared, and the tears upon my face have drowned with the silence remains. Remind me even broken heart to tell us this storm can restart. A sound travels through endless space, soft, broken, fading, like a voice calling from somewhere too far to reach, yet too close to ignore. I hear your voice in empty halls where silence calls, a whisper trapped in passing time, still feels like mine. The walls remember what we said, words now dead, but every echo finds its way back to stay. I thought distance would erase every trace, but even space can hold the sound. Still unbound, they are distant echoes in the night. Tonight, no more light. Every fragment of your name feels the stain. The city hums a lonely tune beneath the moon, like memories repeating lines out of time, The past returns in broken waves, what it saves, and every moment we once knew leads right through. Maybe sound can never die, it learns to fly across the borders of the mind left behind. They are distant echoes in the night tonight, no more light. Every fragment of your name feels the same. Distant echoes calling through the air, so slow won't let go. And even when I turn away, they still stay. The orchestra rises from forgotten space, violins echoing through fractured time. Every note a memory refusing to fade, and I stand in the middle of it all, listening to what we used to be, still speaking my name. Distant echoes, but I remain the same through the pain. Every whisper turns to sound, spinning round. Distant echoes fading, but never gone, moving on. And even when the world is still, they fulfill. Our sound travels through endless space, soft, broken, fading, but even in silence some echoes never disappear. They just wait for someone to remember how to listen again. The playground sleeps beneath the evening sky. A lonely swing moves with the wind, back and forth, like it's still waiting for someone who never came back. The sunset falls on rusted chains like old refrains. The laughter that once filled the air is nowhere there. The grass is grown around the ground without a sound, and every shadow stretching long feels so wrong. I close my eyes and see you there without a care, but memories are fragile things like broken wings. It's an empty swing beneath the fading light tonight, out of sight. Every motion in the wind feels like you've been. Empty swing moving on all alone, like a ghost unknown. And every time it sways again, I feel the end. The park is is quiet after dark, without a spark. The moonlight paints the meadow gray where we would stay. The years have passed like passing trains, leaving stains. Yet every click within the night still sounds right. I thought the seasons would erase every trace, but some places never learn how not to yearn. The orchestra rises from the silence, strings trembling like autumn leaves. 1,000 memories rush through the dark, your laughter breaking through the air, your hand reaching for mine, then nothing, the wind pushing the swing, as if time itself refused to start remembering. It's an empty swing, but the memories remain through the rain, though the empty swing beneath the stars above. Holding love, and every time the chains softly sing, I hear everything. The playground sleeps beneath the evening sky. The photographs are losing color, the voices are growing distant, like an old film left in the rain. Every memory is slowly slipping away. I found your picture in a drawer, like before. The edges worn by passing years, in silent tears. The smiling is so perfectly escapes from me, like smoke dissolving in the dark without a spark. I try to hold what still remains through the pain, but time keeps pulling at the thread until it's dead. These are fading memories tonight, losing light. Every moment we once knew fades from view. Fading memories shifted away by day, and no matter how I try, they say goodbye. The streets where we would always walk no longer talk. The echoes of your laughter fade into the grave. The seasons change 1,000 times without a sign, and every promise left behind escapes my mind. I thought forever meant forever, not never, but even the brightest moments known turned to stone. These are fading memories tonight, losing light. Every moment we once knew fades from view. Fading memories drifting away by day. The orchestra rises inside my chest, violence playing fragments of the past, scenes flashing like broken cinema reels. Your voice, your name, then silence, as if the universe pressed pause and forgot to press play again. These are fading memories, but I remain through the pain. Though the faces disappear, I feel them near. Fading memories carried by the wind where they've been, and even if they're gone from sight, they shaped my life. The photographs are losing color, wishes are growing distant, somewhere beyond the reach of time, beyond forgetting. The heavens closed their gates that night, stars shattered across a crimson sky. and an angel with broken wings fell into a world that forgot how to love. She came down through the storm and flame without a name. White feathers drifting through the rain like silent sky that once had called her home, now felt unknown, and every step upon the earth questioned her worth. She carried light within her hands, like distant lands, but every heart she tried to save built a great fallen angel cried the midnight sky, asking why every wing they used to soar can't anymore. Fallen angel searching through the dark alone, far from home, and even when the heavens call, she still falls. The city lights reflected gold but left her cold. The world admired her fragile grace, not her face. The scars beneath her shattered wings changed everything, and every prayer she sent above returned unloved. She thought the stars would guide her way, help her stay, but even constellations fade into gray. Fallen angel cried the midnight sky, asking why every wing they used to soar can't anymore. Fallen angel searching through the dark alone, far from home, and even when the heavens call, she still falls. The orchestra erupts across the headlands, violins burning through thunder and light. The clouds open like wounded memories, and she stands at the edge of forever, holding the pieces of who she used to be, wondering if broken wings can ever learn to fly again. Fallen angel, though the sky is turned away, you still stay. Fallen angel, rising from the wreckage below, through the snow, as even when the night is long, you carry on. Heavens close their gates at night. Midnight arrived without a sound. No messages, no candles, no knock at the door, just the glow of a phone screen and a room that felt bigger than ever before. The clock turned 12, I watched it change, nothing changed. The city lights beyond my window shine, but not for mine. A cake for one sits on the table still, against my will. The candles wait for someone's voice, a simple choice. I told myself they'd call somehow, any minute now. But every second passing by answered why. It's a forgotten birthday tonight, no surprise. Every wish I tried to make starting to break. Forgotten birthday, empty room, silent glow. And even when the candles glow, nobody knows. The photographs upon the wall recalled it all, the years when laughter filled the air and people cared. People cared. I scroll through names inside my phone, watching conversations sleep while memories keep. Maybe growing up means there's a quiet abyss where every celebration fades into shades. It's a forgotten birthday tonight, it's starting to break. Forgotten birthday, empty room, silent glow. And even when the candles glow, nobody knows. And for a moment I wonder if disappearing would feel the same. Then the candle flickers once as if reminding me Midnight arrived without a sound. The candles burned all the way down, and the room stayed silent. But somewhere beyond the dark, a new day waited for me anyway. Even if nobody remembered, the stars still crossed the sky. The ink hasn't dried on the final page. Moonlight spills across the desk. One last letter, one last confession, one last chance to say what silence never could. The paper shakes between my hands like shifting sands. 1,000 words I've never said. The room is quiet, cold and still, against my will. Your photograph beside the flame whispers your name. I write the things I couldn't say yesterday, before this did start to grow and let us go. This is my last love letter to you tonight, in fading light. Every word is stained with tears and wasted years. Last love letter written where the shadows fall after all. And even if you never read, it's what I need. I trace the memories line by line like old designs. The places where we used to be still haunting me. The candle flickers in the dark, a fragile spark, and every sentence breaks apart like my heart. I thought forever wore your face, held your grace, but forever slipped beyond my sight into the night. This is my last love letter to you tonight, in fading light. Every word is stained with tears and wasted years. Last love letter written where the shadows fall after all. And even if you never read, it's what I need. The orchestra rises from the silence, violins trembling beneath the weight of goodbye. Pages turning like thieves and string. Every promise, every I love you unsaid, lies between these lines. This is my last love letter, but not my last goodbye. I won't lie, part of me will always stay where you lie. Last love letter carried by the midnight wind, where you've been. And though our story reached its end, my love won't bend. The ink has finally dried. High above the sleeping world, a single moon drifts through endless darkness, watching everything but belonging to nothing. The night is wide, the sky is cold. A city glows but feels so far, like distant scars. I stand beneath your silver light every night and wonder if you feel the same without a name. I thought the sky was made for more, something sure, but even stars can drift apart from the heart. Lonely boat, are you crying in the sky tonight without light? Every shadow that you cast never lasts. Lonely boat, shining where no one can stay, fade away. And even when no one moves on, you linger on. The ocean pulls your reflection down without a sound. The waves repeat your broken glow, soft and slow. You watch the lovers from afar, like a scar, lighting paths they never see without me. Maybe light is meant to fade in its shade, and even things that shine the most become a ghost. Lonely moon, are you crying in the sky orchestra rises in the midnight air, violins echoing through cosmic silence, a universe breathing through empty space. And the moon whispers, I watch everything fall in love, but I am never touched. You survive every broken heart below. You still know silent beams, and when the stars all die, you still shine. High above the sleeping world, the lonely moon continues its journey, forever watching. The sky turned pink the day you left, like the world was trying to make heartbreak look beautiful. The horizon burned softly behind you while I stood there watching forever slip away. The evening painted clouds in rows as daylight closed, your silhouette against the glow. The last thing I know, the wind carried words I couldn't keep buried deep. And every step you took away took me away. I wanted time to lose its pace, freeze this place. And sunsets never learn to stay, they fade away. It's a pink goodbye beneath the dark sky tonight, every promise floating free. Away from me, away from me. Pink goodbye painted on the edge of fate, much too late. And even when the stars arrive, I don't feel alive. The city lights began to bloom through the gloom, while memories flickered like a film growing down. Your shadow melted with the dust into dust, and every color in the air kept you there. I thought love could survive the fall. After all, that even the brightest shades must die in the sky. It's a pink goodbye beneath the dark sky tonight, every promise floating free. Away from me, away from me. Pink goodbye painted on the edge of fate, much too late. And even when the stars arrive, I don't feel alive. The orchestra inside my chest collapsed, violins drowning beneath the sunset. Your name echoed through the fading light, like the final line of a tragic film, like the final line of a tragic film. And for a moment, the whole world looked beautiful enough to stay. Or did I? Think goodbye, now the horizon fades to gray, gone away. The sky turned pink the day you left, feels like a memory replaying itself. A beautiful ending I never wanted, a pink goodbye, still coloring the edges of my heart. No words were spoken that night, only a look. Only silence between two hearts standing on the edge of forever. And a promise neither of them could say out loud. The rain fell soft on empty streets where we would meet. Your eyes were saying what you hid but never did. The night was heavy, full of light and fading sight, and every breath between us froze, nobody knows. I thought silence meant we'd stay, not decay. But even love without a sound falls to ground. It was a silent promise in the dark tonight. No more light held between our trembling hands, like shifting sands. Silent promise never said, but always true, me and you. And even when the world moved on, it lingered on. We turned away but didn't leave. Hard to believe. Like every step was pulled apart from your heart. The distance grew without a word, still unheard. And every second carved the pain like falling rain. Maybe promises don't need sound to be found. They live inside what we don't say every day. It was a silent promise in the dark tonight. No more light held between our trembling hands, like shifting sands. Silent promise never said, but always true, me and you. And even when the world moved on, it lingered on. The orchestra rises in my chest again, violins whispering what we buried alive. Every unspoken word becomes a storm, and I realize some promises are not broken. They are just never spoken, but they still exist. Between heartbeats, between time, between us. Silent promise, though you're gone tonight, still burns bright in my mind. Every memory held so deep, I still keep. Silent promise carried through the endless years, through my tears. And even if I never hear your voice again, it won't end. No words were spoken that night, only silence. But even silence can be promise that never truly disappears. The first snow fell without a warning, covering roads, rooftops, and memories. And somewhere beneath the frozen landscape, our hearts stopped believing in spring. The trees stand bare against the sky, like asking why. The wind moves softly through the dark without a spark. Footprints vanish in the snow, like long ago. Every promise left behind gets buried by time. I try to keep the fire alive to survive, but every flame inside my chest could not resist. I've got a winter heart tonight, frozen light. Every beat becomes so slow beneath the snow. Winter heart trapped inside the cold, growing old. And even when the stars appear, I can't feel them here. The lake is glass beneath the moon, a silent tune. The city glows beyond the frost, but I am lost. Your name still echoes through the storm without its warmth. And every memory we made fades into gray. I thought love could outlast the years and all the fears. But winter came without a sound and froze the ground. I got a winter heart tonight, frozen light. Every beat becomes so slow beneath the snow. Winter heart trapped inside the cold, growing old. And even when the stars appear, I can't feel them here. The orchestra rises like a blizzard, violins screaming through the wind. Your shadow disappears into the white horizon, and I ride while it turns out it's worth it at the fire. I've got a winter heart, but somewhere deep below, beneath the snow, a fragile ember still remains through all the pain. Winter heart waiting for the dawn to move on. And maybe when the cold is gone, I'll find the sun. First snow fell without a warning. The night grows quiet once again. And though the world is covered in white underneath the ice, a heart is still beating, waiting for spring.